Hi, this is Chad McGuire. I'm here to talk to you today about completing the internship requirement in the Master of Public Policy program at the University of Massachusetts Dartmouth. Begin with an overview. The internship, the course number being POL 599, is one of three categorical requirements in the Master of Public Policy program. You have coursework, you have the internship experience, and you have your portfolio requirement. The course itself, the internship course, contains two components, a 2-unit experiential component and a 1-unit seminar component. A minimum of 9 units in the Master of Public Policy program must be completed before being eligible to actually take the internship experience. So what this means is that a student must complete 9 units in the program, a full semester essentially, 3 courses at 3 units apiece, prior to taking the internship experience. However, the recommendation, as you'll see, is that the student take the internship experience as far off into the Master of Public Policy program as possible, ideally in the last semester of the program. There is a waiver potential or possibility for the internship requirement. The 2-unit experiential component, so 2 out of the 3 units, can be waived if the student has at least 2 years of substantive public policy experience. The waiver application is made to the internship coordinator by stated deadlines: April 15th for the fall internship registration and November 15th for the spring internship registration. The April and November dates precede the following semester. So it would be April 15th of 2015 if you wanted to take the internship seminar component in the fall of 2015. And it would be November 15th of 2015 if you wanted to take the internship POL 599 course register for it in the spring of 2016. Granting of a waiver is at the sole discretion of the department. Departmental decisions on waivers are final. So you may think that you have at least 2 years of substantive public policy experience such that the waiver should be granted to you. However, the factors that the department uses in evaluating whether or not a waiver shall be given are discretionary, 100% discretionary to the department. So the department has full discretion to determine whether or not a waiver will be granted, and there's really no sort of way in which a student can appeal that decision. It's at the department's discretion to determine whether or not a student meets the requirements of a waiver or if they should take the internship experience in order to ensure the validity of the program, the full program requirements in the Master of Public Policy program. The process. Meet with your assigned advisor to discuss the internship options. So step 1 in the process is you should meet with your assigned academic advisor in the Master of Public Policy program. Depending on your concentration area and your stated interest in the Master of Public Policy program, you should be provided an academic advisor that has some experience in that area. For example, public management or environmental policy or educational policy, those sort of things. Meet with that advisor first and discuss your internship options. Then, individually, research internship opportunities in your field of interest and reach out to external coordinators. There are a number of resources provided on the departmental website, Getting Through the Program under Current Students, Internship. You'll see those resources. You can use those as starting points. You have access to unlimited resources via the internet to reach out to organizations, public entities, to determine what potential internships exist. Do that work and start it early. Once you've identified options and you've discussed those options with your academic advisor, and you finalized and know that maybe 2 or 3 of those options are exactly what you want to do, then you contact the internship coordinator to discuss. And then you finalize the internship experience before the start of the semester in which the internship is taken. You do all of these things prior to the semester in which you will actually undertake your internship experience. So you think about it early, you do your due diligence and homework early in preparation for the internship. You do not wait until the semester that you plan on registering for POL 599 to start thinking about the internship experience. Questions that often arise regarding the internship. Can I take the internship in the summer? Yes, you can. The way that works is as follows. Traditionally, the internship can only be registered for in the fall or spring semesters. So regardless of when you engage in the internship experience, you will register for the internship in either the fall or spring. You can take the internship experiential component, the 2 units that comprise the experiential component, in the summer with prior approval. So what that means is that you would go through the entire process, working with your advisor, identifying external opportunities, getting those opportunities approved by the internship coordinator. That would all be done well before the summer commences, right? Because the faculty are off in the summertime. There's really nobody to talk to and prepare this for the summer. Assuming that it is approved, a summer internship experience is approved because you've gone through that process in at least the preceding spring, then you will engage in the experiential or the experience for the summer. Then you would register for POL 599 in the subsequent fall, and you'd register for the 3-unit section. What you would do is you would actually just take the seminar component in that fall and discuss. The seminar asks you to discuss your internship experience. Many of the students will be engaged in their internship experience in the fall, so they'll be discussing their experience as they're engaging in that experience. The slight difference is that you'll be discussing your experience from the previous summer. So yes, you can take the internship in the summer, but you must start early and you must work with your advisor and the internship coordinator to have it finalized well before the summer begins, approved and finalized. Who can help me get an internship? The number one person to help you get an internship is yourself. You, just like your choice to engage in the MPP program, to apply, to get into the Master of Public Policy, you define your ultimate direction. So you should look to yourself first and do all of your due diligence and homework to prepare yourself for an internship experience. Your academic advisor is certainly there to help you, as has already been stated, and the internship coordinator as well. So there are 3 resources, plus, of course, anything that you find in the community that's a potential resource for helping you determine an internship direction. When is the ideal time in the program to take the internship? The ideal time is as late as possible. I would say that the ideal time is the last semester of your MPP program experience. The reason why is because you have taken the vast majority of the courses required for the MPP program prior to your final semester. Therefore, you have all of the conceptual tools offered in the academic program available to you to apply to the internship experience. There's also a practical aspect to this. If you're taking POL 585 in that final semester, which most students often are, the Applied Policy Research Seminar has a number of components to it that require you to identify a question for policy analysis out in the field. If you're engaged in the internship experience at that same time, many times students can combine their internship experience with that question that they have to find, the field work they have to do in POL 585. So it meets a number of requirements in the sense that you have all of the academic conceptual tools available to you to apply to the internship. And if you're using your internship as a job application with the potential, the public entity that you might be doing the internship for, it shows, you obviously have a better capacity to show your talents with all of those conceptual tools in hand. But also there are practical aspects as well, which includes maybe the parallel opportunities you might have in using the internship experience to help in at least one of your courses that you might be taking at the same time or soon thereafter. And then finally, when you engage in the internship experience, you're also brought into the portfolio. You sign up for the portfolio as part of your seminar component of the internship. And because the portfolio is the final thing you do in the Master of Public Policy program, having the internship experience near the end helps to get you in line with the portfolio presentation, the accumulation of the portfolio materials, and the preparation. So it makes sense to have the internship at the far end of the process. And remember, minimally, you must complete at least 9 units. So you can never take the internship in your first semester of the program, nor should you. As a summary, the internship is required of all students. Everybody must take the internship. You may be given a waiver if you apply for the waiver by the deadlines. There's no guarantee of a waiver, but even if you are, you still must take the 1-unit seminar component of the internship. Start thinking about the internship early. Your first semester, you should start thinking about opportunities, researching those opportunities, discussing those opportunities with your academic advisor, and then once you have a concrete idea of exactly what you want to do, contact the internship coordinator. Work with the advisor and coordinator in that way. And then take the internship as late in your MPP program as possible. Try to push it off. You're conceptually thinking about it at all times, but try to push it off to the very end for the reasons stated. If you do all of these things, you should have a viable internship experience and a very successful component to your Master of Public Policy program. Thank you.